You might remember this.
I guess I can tell you why my avatar has changed. Okay, well, I bought this face, the limited U face. It's called the Golden Bling Braces, but I prefer to call it the Golden Brace face, because I have to get braces soon. Cry.
Yeah. Soon referred to today. Yeah, I have braces now. And I guess there's nothing left to do but put on the costume that I had on before. But I actually did make a little change to it. Let me go ahead and do that real quick. I want to go to accessories, back accessories, and put on this. I'm actually going to go ahead and save that to this update. Yes. Okay. Yeah. So I did make the little rubber band thingies that you can change, that you can pick the color of, be gold to match the Golden Bling Braces face. And yeah, I think the sword looks better than the cape on here. But yeah, anyway, today's video is a tutorial on how to wall hop and ladder flick. So right now I'm actually in a game called Ladder Flicking Practice. I'll put a link to it in the description so you can find it, or you can probably just search it up. But yeah, basically it's a game where you can practice ladder flicking, obviously. So I'm going to be giving a tutorial on how to ladder flick and the best way to do it. So first let me explain what a ladder flick is. So normally if you're on a ladder and you just press jump, it'll sort of knock you backward like this. But if you do a ladder flick, it'll allow you to jump upward rather than up and out, or mostly out. It does put you up a little bit, but also this thing does have the weird camera update thing, so the camera is more sensitive. I guess I can turn it down just a little bit. Let's put it to like 0.5. There we go, that's better. Still has the unshift lock thing. But anyway, so basically it allows you to jump straight upward as if you were just pressing space while on the ground, rather than being pushed backward like that. So I'll explain how to do it in a minute, but let me show you the places where it's good to use. So first of all, right here, obviously you need ladder flicking to get up here. So obviously there's no way to get up here unless you ladder flick. So if you do the ladder flick, then you'll be able to just jump upward and be able to get up. But obviously if I were to just press space, then it would just push me backward. So let me explain how to do it and how it works. So basically, the game will, when you're on a ladder and then you press space, it registers you're on a ladder and it'll make you jump backward like that. Whereas if you're just on a part like I am right now, it'll just make you jump normally. So basically, it's called ladder flicking because you have to flick your camera like that while in shift lock or first person. Basically, it's going to clip my character inside of these, inside of this, for like sideways, for just a split second. And so the game's going to actually register that as me standing on a part normally. And if I press space during that time, then it'll make me jump up like this. So basically, there are a couple different ways to ladder flick, but obviously flicking is like the basic way. So you want to go into shift lock or first person, and then turn your view about this much to the right, or left works too, whichever you like. I like to do right personally, and then about right here, about right when I slip off the ladder, that's where you should press space. And then quickly turn your camera back in and press W, and then go into the ladder. Grab back onto the ladder. So this is what it looks like. Or you can just hold down W. So another use of this is to climb up a big ladder quickly. So yeah, you're going to have to flick. You're gonna have to flick to get up here, or you can do the thing where you just press space at just the right time, and it will sort of boost you up. But for the sake of this video, we'll just do it by actually flicking. So we have these ladder flick obbies. I'm actually not going to do this because this part right here is kind of jank. So for this one, yeah. And if you can't do it at first, don't worry. You'll get better at it as time goes on. Also, this jump is pretty far if you are attempting this hobby in this game. The one from there to there. So, another thing I would like to show you is, you can't do it on trusses. Hold on, let me find a... You can't flick on trusses. See how I'm trying to flick, but it's just not letting me. That's because that's technically a solid part, so I can't clip my character in anywhere and be standing on a part. So that's why it doesn't work on trusses. However, it kind of works on trusses. I'll go to a different game that has a truss that I can show you on. Yeah. Okay, so I'm in just a random Roblox studio place. Well, it's the tower I made for JTOH. I mean, it's obviously not going to get accepted because it's really bad for, like, today's standards, but anyway. As you can see, if I try to do a ladder flick, it just doesn't work. That's because my character has nowhere to clip in, but I can flick at the end of the truss. That's because my character can actually stand like that for just a split second, and then I press space, and then yeah. But also, you can do it at the bottom of trusses if there's something beneath it. Let me show you. So if I go ahead and stop, and then I take a part over to here and place it underneath like so. Let's go back into the playtest. I can do the flick right there. I guess I should have shown that it doesn't work on the bottom, but whatever. It doesn't work unless it only works if there's something beneath it, because only if something is beneath it do you actually have something to land on when you clip in. So as you can see, if I just remove this, I can't flick right there. Also, while we're here, there is another method of ladder flicking, which I actually have. I did make it so you do have to ladder flick in this tower. So it isn't like going upward, but this could be considered like a horizontal ladder flick. Basically, you gotta flick and go over like that, and then like that. Okay, well here's a vertical ladder flick. Whoops. So you gotta go like that. There is another method of ladder flicking you can do. It's by pressing shift and space at the same time. Or timing it just right. I failed it that first time, but there we go. It's like that. In my opinion, some jumps and some, like, obbies, flicking is better. Sometimes doing the shift and space method is better. Okay, hold on. But either way works, because you are turning your character quickly to the side and then jumping while it's clipped in. So that's ladder flicking, and now let's move on to wall hopping. And the reason I'm including them both in the same video is because they both go together. They follow like the same basic premise. So let me go into another game where I can practice wall hopping. Okay, so I'm in a game called Wall Hop Frenzy by Foolsy, aka Squid Magic. He's a YouTuber, but there are wall hops in ladder flicking practice, but I mean, you can practice them there or here. But basically, wall hopping is a very similar glitch. So I think it's best to show it over here at first. So when I flick my character, when I flick my camera, my character is going to clip in, and it's going to register that I'm actually jumping, and I'll be able to obtain an extra jump. So yeah, that's the same thing that is on ladder. That's the same basic premise as ladder flicking. The only difference here is you can't like stop. So like I can't stop until I get to like a resting point where I can actually like stand. So like I just have to, like, I can't stop unless there's a resting point, because like unlike in ladder flicking, because on ladder flicking you can like go into climbing animation on the ladder. Okay, so there is another method of wall hopping. Flicking, that's kind of more of an advanced way, but if like you're just learning to wall hop, the best way to do it is by align your view with the greater than and less than keys, and then go into shift lock, hold W and space, and then just start spamming them until you get up. So that works right here. Doing that method, that's the easiest way, but it's really not that good. What you should do is the better way to do it if you're using the alignment keys, which are greater than less than keys, is to practice this motion with them, just going greater than less than, greater than less than, greater than less than, or less than greater than, less than greater than, less than greater than, whichever you want. I like to do greater than less than though. So you want to go like this up, like that. That just is a lot easier to control when you get to like horizontal wall hops, such as this one. Yeah, because if you just start spamming that, that's really not that good. Okay, well, I'm actually managing to do it for some reason. Yeah, it's just really not that good for doing horizontal wall hops, and horizontal wall hops are just look like this. But yeah, you should do it like this. Or of course you can flick. I personally think alignment keys are easier. But as far as flicking goes, yeah. Also, when you're doing the horizontal wall hops, you gotta time it just right when your character's like feet are right at the seam between the two parts. Like for me, it would be about when my shoes hit the seam. So it would be like now. So yes, alignment keys, they don't really work for ladder flicking though, even though they do for wall hopping. They kind of do a little bit for ladder flicking, but they really don't. It's honestly easier just to flick or do the shift and space method. So yeah, the way that this game is set up is once you beat all the wall hops on a certain difficulty, you can advance to the next one. So like when you beat easy, which is this one, you can move on to medium, and once you beat all the ones on medium, you can move on to hard, then go to insane, and then you can go to intense is next, and then insane is next. It's kind of based off the JTOH difficulty chart, but you get the idea. Flicking and alignment keys are useful in different situations. So if you have like a weird, like if you have a wall hop that like turns all over the place, like if we go onto one of these harder ones, like let's go over to that cylindrical one over there. Here we are at it. You just got a wall hop up there. That's how most of these start off. You just have to do a quick wall hop. Of course you can do alignment too, but so as you know, alignment keys only work on like the on 45-degree rotations on the world axis. That might not make any sense, but basically it only works at these certain angles. So right here, these cylinders, they just turn all over the place. So alignment keys really aren't the best because you'd have to land at just the right point where it's aligned with your alignment. I know that doesn't make any sense. I don't know, I hope I'm making sense, but for this, flicking is really better. Hold on, let me put my, there we go, my sensitivities back up. So, like I said, about when my shoes hit the thing, hit the seam, then which would just be the white part. Which here, that's actually two seams. So it's a little bit easier because you have two possibilities to clip inside. Wall hops are pretty tricky. You don't see like horizontal ones like this until like insane or extreme on the JTOH difficulty scaling. So we'll see if I can get this, even though I probably can't. I mean, I will eventually, but okay, I give up. This is way too hard. Yeah, like, there are some, I have completed most of them on this difficulty. like, I've done this one on these thin ones. And yeah, let me do a quick, okay, yeah. Oh no. Who's doing that? Imagine being so bad at wall hops, you have to exploit to do them. Okay, so another quick thing about this. Like, when you have thin wall hops like this, like, imagine this went up quite a bit. If you were to just keep holding forward, it would be real. You'd, like, go off to the side. So that would be pretty tricky to, like, stay on it. What you should do is, after you flick, stop holding W until you can, like, regain control. So let's say I want to just be, like, in right here. I'm only using W to get myself back into the wall to get another hop in. So yeah, that's a quick trick, and that also works with ladder flicking. So I think I'm going to wrap it up here. So that is beginner's guide to wall hopping and ladder flicking. Also, I haven't done a JTOH video in a while. That's just because I've been grinding Citadel of Horrifying Phobias. If I manage to actually beat that, no. If I manage to actually beat that, then, which hopefully I will, then I'll do a guide on it. But yeah, that's it for today's video. I really hope you enjoyed. If you did, please consider pressing the like button and also subscribing down below. I'll see you in the next video, whatever that might be, and have a great day.